Welcome aboard. At this time, I'd like to ask that everyone please remain seated throughout the show, and please keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Oh, and don't forget to supervise your children. And for the safety of our cast, we ask that you please refrain from the use of flash photography and external video lighting. Now that we've taken care of business, let's talk about me. My name's Brandon, and I'll be your guide for this magical journey into the movies. It's the perfect job for me because I love movies. Is everybody ready? Great, because the cameras are ready to roll. Ready when you are, CB. And we are rolling. Hello everyone and welcome to the Great Movie Ride. Once again, my name is Brandon, and on behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, please welcome our host for this one-of-a-kind tour, Robert Osborne.
Thank you. Hooray for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the Yellow Brick Road, there really is no place like the movies. One of Hollywood's significant contributions to the world of film were great musicals. This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley spectacular, Footlight Parade. Here's one of the most famous of all dance sequences. It's from the 1952 musical classic, Singing in the Rain.
Here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain, literally.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations.
Chin Chin Tree. I love this song. Sing along. Hold on to those wallets and purses, folks. This doesn't look like a very good neighborhood.
Here's the birthplace of the gangster film, the seedy underbelly of Chicago, from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931 before strict censorship rules were enforced, The Public Enemy is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era.
I love gangster movies. Sorry, he's got a point. I hate it when people talk during the movie.
Western films depict the legendary American wild frontier, where cowboys and their loyal steeds maintain order in towns against the untamable wilderness. John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
Unless I was partial to trouble or fixing to get myself shot, I'll hightail it out of here. Go right ahead. A long time ago, I made me a rule.
The Duke and Clint have made some of the greatest westerns of all time. Someone's robbing the bank. Not on my watch, Pilgrim. Sit tight, folks. I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. Your guide will return momentarily. Remain seated, please.
Wow, look at him. Just in time.
Hold it right there.
Yeah, ah, come on. You let your guy back. Okay, let's keep it stranger. Time for the last round.
Reach for the sky!
What is here?
You're under arrest! Nothing going, Morgan! Get yourself up! Maybe the judge will go easy on you!
I think it's time for a visit to a concession stand. Bye.
You'll swing for this! Nothing doing! Nobody's sticking my neck in the noose!
bitch. Where are the horses? Not the saddle up and ride. Yeah, giddy up. Adios, Tin Horn. I'm riding off into the sunset. Whoa. Sun sure went down quick. Damn. Don't know what's trying to think funny now. You just snipped the hood. What in tarnation is this?
Science fiction has been a staple of classic movies, from George Méliès's A Trip to the Moon to George Lucas's Star Wars. In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Alien.
Scream. I don't like the sound of that.
Warning. Remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
The emergency destruct system is now activated. The ship will detonate in T-minus 10 minutes. The options
Look out!
expires T-minus 5 minutes.
What in the sign of the hell was that? It's rearing up again. I wish my old partner Snake was here. Oh, now that fire did I see Snake. Not snakes.
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas cemented their status as the blockbuster boys with their first partnership. Here from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Some of the biggest horror stars of Hollywood have appeared in the ancient story of a cursed Egyptian temple. A priceless jewel that beckons to all, but be warned, the temptation always leads to destruction.
Hey, looks like we hit the mother load. I reckon it's time to stake my claim. Ain't nothing more than another ghost town. Takes a lot more than this to spook me. I don't any hombres move without fetching that treasure. I send you one, a belly full of lead.
I've seen enough movies to know that you really shouldn't even think about trying to steal that jewel.
Halt, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
Not bad for my first movie, huh?
The twist ending. That just goes to show you anything can happen in the movies. Now, let's get on with the show.
Oh, I see dead people. Things that go bump in the night have always been a staple of movies. One of the first horror films was a silent short featuring a dancing skeleton created by the Lumiere brothers in 1897. Both audiences and filmmakers alike demonstrated an early interest in the macabre, although the term horror wasn't used to describe the film genre until the 1930s. Wow, it's really a jungle out there. Where are we?
This is the jungle home of one of the most famous movie characters of them all, Tarzan. The movie's most popular Tarzan is undoubtedly Johnny Weissmuller, who swung through 12 films as the King of the Jungle.
Over there we have Marino Sullivan as Jane, and Tarzan's sidekick, Cheetah, who was portrayed by a dozen chimpanzee actors over the years. How about a nice round of applause for Jake, Skippy, Harry, Zippy, Dinky, and all the rest? You know, the jungle's always been the perfect setting for great adventure movies. Think about the opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where archaeologist Indiana Jones braves the thick to steal the golden idol, or the spooky jungle where Arnold Schwarzenegger battles the Predator. Tarzan paved the way with his iconic ape call, so Arnold could eventually yell, "Get to the chopper!"
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role. In 1942, Bogey finally got to spread his wings and romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
I got a job to do too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any problem. Look, I'm not good at being noble. It doesn't take much to see how the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. He's looking at you, kid. Hey, Silas, we both know you're wrong to think.
Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the Great Movie Ride. Now please remain seated until the vehicle comes to a complete stop. Please gather personal belongings and take small children by the hand. And when these doors open, rise dramatically to your feet and make a grand exit directly to the rear of your vehicle. Oh, one more thing. When I yell action, don't forget the thunderous applause for yours truly. Okay, places everybody, and action! Thank you. Have a wonderful day at Disney's Hollywood Studios. On behalf of all of us.